Hi, everybody. May we pause for 5 minutes to think about life, God, and the Bible. As we sit at home during this COVID-19 crisis, we wonder if we are being fruitful. We are unable to pursue the things that we did before it started, whether they are for our jobs or whether they are for the things we love to do in our free time. We certainly are not able to meet in the church building. When we are at home, we wonder if we are accomplishing much. Are we being fruitful? Today we start a 5-minute window series on the first 3 Psalms. These 3 Psalms point us to what the rest of the Psalms look like. Psalm 1 presents a picture of a fruitful person. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. Psalm 1 verse 3. When I grew up in Malaysia, we had a rambutan tree in our backyard. It always had green leaves. For certain parts of the year, this tree would yield rambutan fruit. My family plucked the rambutans from the tree during those seasons. It was only when I came to Canada that I had the experience of fall, where trees shed their leaves. However, in Malaysia, my picture of a healthy tree was that of a rambutan tree, always green, always producing rambutans in the season. How does one become like a rambutan tree? The answer is given in the verse before, Psalm 1 verse 2. It is a person whose delight is in the law of the Lord and who meditates on his law day and night. The Hebrew word that is translated as meditate is the same Hebrew word that is used to describe the chewing of a bone by a dog. I remember Restless, a black and white Cocker Spaniel I used to look after in Australia. I never knew how a dog enjoys a big bone until I saw Restless work at a bone for a few days. Suddenly the bone got broken and it got smaller. Eventually, the bone disappeared. That is how the songwriter of Psalm 1 encourages us to meditate on the Bible. Eventually, the bone gets eaten up. As Psalm 1 opens the Psalms, the songwriter stresses that prayer is not a one-way street. Prayer is a two-way street. We speak to God through the Psalms. God speaks to us through the Psalms. How God blesses the one who meditates on the Bible like a dog chewing a bone. That person is open to God speaking to them from the different angles of life, like a dog going at it from different angles. That person is willing to let God speak to them, even in a COVID-19 crisis. That person is also willing to let God speak to them when the crisis is over. Listen to God. He's speaking to you. Psalm 1, New International Version. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. Not so the wicked. They are like chaff that wind blows away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to destruction. Psalm 1. Amen.